And we're live. Hey guys, good evening and welcome to my exciting channel. We're discussing Mandela effects and the like. Thanks for joining me today as we uncover the mysteries of the Mandela effect itself and find out the true meaning of it all. We must discover what is really happening, what is really going on here, to change these things that we know and hold dear to us. And let us help others discover the meaning of the Mandela effect and how it affects them and the price of milk. Thank you.
No, I don't take. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight of the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in there, gave through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the show. We're talking about Mandela effects. Welcome all Mandela effectians. We got a show for you guys. Thank you for hanging around for that intro. Sorry for my off-tone.
Brother, I got to tell you, I love you, but I just fell out when I heard that. I got to be honest.
Let me just say, that was me like 4 or 5 years ago, and that was all. You got to admit, it was also talking behind a mask. So it's a little bit harder to get the sound just right.
No.
So, and again, I apologize for that, you guys.
Hey, I will
no
admit
disrespect
this.
or anything.
I will say this for you. At least you had the guts to do that, because I sure wouldn't. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So, props.
Well, thanks, bro. That means a lot. How's everybody doing? Hopefully, we're all doing well. This is the Happy 4th of July show. They may be shooting fireworks over here, so again, I apologize for that. Also, you guys, if it gets a little loud, I'll try to mute or something. Hey, we got Theresa's here, and she's here to present her information from her group. So
yes, I've sent them to you, Brian. They're there. There's some good ones too.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Can we do birthdays first?
How many did you send me? Yeah, if you want to do birthdays, it's fine.
Actually, 4, because I couldn't help the 4th one.
Okay.
And yours is in there. Okay.
I see.
Okay. We got a birthday today. Can we announce it?
Well, there was a birthday just mentioned here in some of the comments. Did you catch that one also?
No, I was busy sending you links.
Okay.
LVK, I don't have that in my group. Sorry. Do you want me? Wait. Oh, you're going to show the Facebooks first, or do you want me to show the birthdays?
Go ahead and do the birthdays. That's fine.
There's not that many. A big shout out to Adam Bockwich. His birthday's today. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Adam.
Yep. And July 1st, a few days ago, was Jonathan Tremor. July 6th, we have Laurel Chamberlain. July 8th, we have Rip Shot Sutton. And last but not least, July 25th is Connie Joe Wood. Happy birthday, everybody.
Yes,
And that's
happy
it for birthdays that I know of.
Oh, did you say Evelyn K? Sorry, I was kind of
No, I don't have that person listed in my group. So I wouldn't know anything about the birthday. Sorry.
Well, I have a friend that had a birthday on July 2nd, Adam Darty. Happy birthday, Adam.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know.
Out there. All right, we have a couple of things here to present to you guys. This is from Theresa, Mandela Reality Residue Hunters.
Yep.
So Namus Nam says, he's a top contributor. He says, I saw this in a Star Wars group here on Facebook, and it blew me away. Apparently, Luke threw a human skull at the button that killed the Rancor in the Return of the Jedi. I have seen the Star Wars movies so many times, and I remember he threw a rock that he found in the Rancor pit at the button. Do you guys remember this?
Wow. No.
Isn't that crazy? It was a skull.
I don't remember it being a skull. I remember it being a rock as well.
Yes, exactly. So that's a little bit weird for me. So
now there was human bones down there because that's what he put in its mouth, right?
Right. So again, that's one of those. It kind of makes sense with the movie, but I always thought it was a rock myself as well. Yeah. I mean, how many of you guys in our chat remember it being a rock also? Mandanimal says, "Hey, I got a rock." Hey, what's up, Cobb CEO? Welcome.
Fortunately, I don't even know. I might have watched this one, but if I did, it was so long ago, I wouldn't remember.
Yeah, Adam for Christ says, I remember a rock too.
And happy birthday again, Adam for Christ. I just said your birthday.
Evie. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce this right. LVK. Sorry,
LVK.
She said that. Or sorry, I'm assuming it's a woman. It might be a man. Sorry. I remember the skull. Actually, I think it's in the novelization too.
All right, so now we're looking at this next one here. Theresa Lynch posted. She's the admin. Have you ever heard of a frankenfish before? It can slither and breathe on land. A frankenfish?
Yes.
That sounds like something out of a Darwin book or something.
Do you want to click on that link and see what it says?
I'm not going to get a virus, am I, Theresa?
Well, don't. You can just Google it if you want to.
Hang on, it's okay.
It was found in Missouri.
Frankenfish that can slither, breathe on land was found in Missouri.
Oh, it was even on the news too.
Yeah, it was on Fox 8 News.
There you go.
Its real name is the northern snakehead fish. And it said after being spotted at the Duck Creek Conservation Area in the southeastern part of Missouri last month, wildlife officials are warning people to be on the lookout for this harmful and invasive species. There's a good picture of it. You see that?
Oh, it's creepy.
Go nowhere near that, I'll tell you that much. That's my neck of the woods too, Missouri.
Uh-oh.
Close to it anyway.
Frankenfish.
So it's an air-breathing freshwater fish originally from East Asia. It can grow up to 3 feet in length.
Wow.
It's gotten much attention in the media for its ability to slither on land. It says here, U.S. officials said anyone who finds one needs to kill the sharp-toothed fish by putting it in a freezer or on ice. Letting it go mean it could wreak havoc on the local ecosystem.
Oh my God.
That's crazy.
I thought you would like that one.
So they're actually telling us to kill them now?
I don't know.
Where did Anita go?
Sounds like it.
I think you lost Anita.
Mom, you there?
She's not there. I don't see her. I just see us four.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. We'll check on it in just a second here.
Okay, we got more links.
And hopefully Sandy will be ready with our Flickr, because that's the thing. Flickr gives us a hard time sometimes. Mandela Reality Residue Hunters, another one here from the group.
I hope you don't get a copyright for this one.
Now, what is this? This is proof of what?
This is
Residue
residue for the heart location. If you guys remember watching Back to the Future 3, remember when he went to that festival for the clock tower and how he was shooting the gun at the thing? Remember he was shooting at the things popping up?
Yeah.
Well, one of the things that he was shooting at happened to be a heart on the man, and guess what the heart's located at? Yep. You should be able to play this, hopefully, because I filmed it off my TV. But if you want to play it without sound, maybe that might make a difference.
I'm playing it without sound, and there's wording in front of it, so you can't really see it that well.
Oh, shoot. Okay, we'll take my wording off.
I don't know if you guys can see. Can you guys see that?
Can you make it bigger? There you go. I did turn the volume up in this part. Yeah, he's telling him how to aim, and of course, he already knows how to do this. He's had plenty of practice. And yes, I filmed this in my living room, so if you see a background, that's my living room. Now watch this.
Look at that. He shoots him on the left side of the chest. I don't remember that. That's the thing. I don't remember that even being there.
I was never paying attention to that scene, and then I looked again, and I said, oh my God, the heart. First, I thought they were ducks. I swear they were ducks, weren't they?
No, they were men.
You sure?
There are people. Yeah.
But do you notice where the heart was at? I thought that was good residue. Brian?
Yeah. Which one did you send me? Was it this one here, Theresa?
It's about the watch.
Apple.
Yes. The credit goes to Hazel Fiver. I was like so shocked with this one. I had to show this one. I don't know if you guys know your watch is really good about Apple. But Apple came out with this watch back in 2015, and I wanted, if you can read the article, Brian. I'm not the article, the post. That's the good one. Trust me.
Okay. Well, this Apple iWatch was found in the surf.
No. You need to go to the main page. You're looking at residue.
Okay. Where's the main page?
Right there. Scroll. Right there. Go to the. Okay, right there you go. Scroll down. There you go. Right there. Read that.
Okay.
You want me to read it, or do you want to read it? It starts at Apple. Right there.
Okay,
Stop.
Apple
there you go.
Watch, it was released April 24th, 2015. 4.2 million were sold in the second quarter of fiscal year 2015. This watch was called Apple iWatch. Well, guess what? The name changed. It's called Apple Watch now. So I found some residues of what I remember. And what do you remember it being called? Thank you to Hazel Fiver for the awesome video.
And there's a video connected there. And there's residue of what I found. Now, that main page there is to show you what they called it. See, the Apple Watch was released in 2015. And then if you go to the other attachments, you're going to see residue for iWatch. And I found quite a few. If you want to click on them, Brian. I found residues. There you go.
Yeah, the residues here. Apple iWatch. So you're
there
saying
you go.
It was never iWatch. Now it's always been Apple.
No,
Watch?
yeah, and look at that one. Look at the one in Australia. They even have a timeline of it. And look what they have. iWatch. If you can zoom into that, I highlighted it.
I see that.
See that? See that?
It says Apple iWatch. Yeah.
Yeah, and now it's just Apple Watch. The eye is gone, basically.
They whacked the eye.
Yeah, the eye is gone. I thought it was a good one. So I gave him credit for it, for Hazel Fiver. He does a lot of good videos, and you never know what he's going to show. Actually, there was another one I was going to post, Brian, but I didn't get to post it. Can I talk about it? Are you showing the video? Okay.
I'm showing the video real quick.
There was another one that he made. I really wanted to show it. This one's going to shock you. I don't know if you were able to show it. You remember I didn't post it yet, but I'm going to. You remember the movie The Sixth Sense?
Yeah.
What did the little boy always say? Haley Joe Osment. What was it he was known for saying?
I see dead people is what he said.
Well, guess what, Brian? It changed. I wish there's a way you could bring up the very last scene. He doesn't say it no more in the very last scene. Now he just says, "I see people." I'm not even kidding.
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't that the older Mandela effect though?
It is Mandela effect. Yeah. But Hazel Fiverr covered it, and I wanted to post it, but I didn't get a chance to.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
So the very last scene where he realizes he's looking at his wife, but of course he didn't accept he was dead yet. He didn't know he was dead. And what happened is he looks at his hand and there's no ring on there. Well, the ring falls and his wife had the ring. And when he looks over at her, he didn't realize he's passed away. He didn't realize he was dead. And then he's thinking about back in the hospital when he was talking to Haley Joe Osment. I think that's his name, Osment. And the scene is he doesn't say that no more. We're
definitely going to give Hazel Fiverr a shout out here. If he doesn't mind, I'm going to share a bit of this video. I hope he doesn't mind me sharing.
Yeah, but like I said, he doesn't say I see dead people. In the very last one, he says, "I see people." Yeah, I want to know if you can show that real quick, that video. Because you're gonna be like, no way. It's the video before this one, if you care.
Yes. Theresa, I'm playing it right now. Okay, what did you say?
No, I wanted you to show it.
I'm showing it right now.
I don't see it. You're not presenting.
Am I not presenting it? Okay.
No.
Sorry. Yeah, thanks to Hazel Fiverr for this video, guys. The Sixth Sense, I see dead people.
Watch this.
Mandela effect. This is a re-upload, I guess he says here.
That's the way the scene is. I see dead people. Well, at the end of the movie, when Bruce Willis is talking to his wife while she's laying on the couch, she drops the ring, and the ring falls right in front of him. Then he realizes that he's not wearing his wedding band, and he looks at his hand. Well, right at that part, Bruce Willis's character, Malcolm, is remembering what Cole told him at the hospital. And Cole, used to say, "I see dead people. They don't know they're dead." And Malcolm says, "How often do you see them?" Cole says, "All the time. They're everywhere." That's what made it so dramatic.
Did you hear it?
Yeah, I heard it.
That's what I was going to post in my group. I'll probably post it tomorrow. But yeah, now he says, "I see people." That scene at the very end changed.
I don't know.
He never said that.
I don't know about you guys, but I just got a little shiver when I saw
that. So did I. Yeah, he said it throughout the whole movie. "I see dead people," except the last scene that you just showed towards the end of the movie. Now he says, "I see people."
So Ralph and Cassie Francis comes up right here, guys. Ralph and Cassie Francis says, "I remember this as it is." Actually, he said dead people the first time they interact. Then at the end of the movie, when Bruce is replaying everything in his head, it is shortened, and it just says, "I see people."
I don't remember it saying, "I see people."
It's not that dramatic anymore.
Also, but here's the thing, though, is like the first time he says it, Bruce's character doesn't realize he's dead. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Yeah.
And the second time is when he actually realizes he's dead, and it's no longer dead people. It's just people, because to him, he's just the people. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's all changed there at the end.
It just doesn't make sense. I see people.
Right. But that's what I'm saying is like now they're just people because before it was dead people. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It just,
that's bizarre.
yeah.
Sandy, I love the avatars you made for us. Thank you so much.
Oh,
Thank
you're
you, Sandy.
welcome.
They look beautiful.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sandy.
You're welcome. I didn't really do much, but you're welcome. Is Jeff here? Wow, this looks so weird with the extra line of people.
Yeah, we can have enough room for Jeff.
Hey, you know what it feels like? It almost feels
here.
like we're in
Oh,
Hollywood
there you are.
Squares.
Hi, Jeff.
Hi.
Brian, how were you able to get all these people in here? I'm a little confused.
I don't know. It sounds like Hollywood Squares to me. I mean, you ever watch that?
It looks like it too.
You're allowed.
Everybody's so small, it's almost like we're peacocks.
Hey, Brian, you should change the background to like red, white, and blue or something instead of the summer thing.
The center.
Yeah, we should. Is there a red bar flag? Maybe we could use.
Do you have a way to change the back?
Yeah,
I say
background.
I say you don't worry about the red bar flag and we just get on with the show. We have so much to cover tonight. A lot of videos.
And I'm actually awake. Yeah, let's get on with the show. That sounds good.
Brian, I muted.
1, 2, 3. Here we go.
Brian, I muted
There's a story.
that you can't play. So if there's sound, let it play. If there isn't sound, that I muted it on purpose. Okay.
Hey, Sandy, somebody said we look like the Brady Bunch.
Yeah,
I want to be Cindy.
Yeah, I was going to say the Brady Bunch, but I was also thinking of Hollywood Squares. You know.
Oh, I don't know who I'd want to be.
The what's her name? Ass. I don't remember where they were in the squares. Oh no, I'm
Okay,
the
Sandy, which one am I doing first here?
I put them in order that you're doing them. So you're starting with the logos because I made a graphic. We start with a graphic and we end the show with a graphic. So start with the logos, Brian. Then we get the because Teresa's stuff is in the logos too.
Woo-hoo.
Sounds good to me. I'm glad we got everybody here. Tom may be joining us. Tom Hefner.
Oh, good.
We'll see toward the
Hey,
end, I believe.
There is someone in the chat that I apologize ahead of time. I'm just going to call you Glance. Welcome, Glance. I'm not even going to try the second word. Not happening. Hi, Ryan Spur, General Sorrow. There's so many people here. Josh Phoenix is here. I think that's Zek's leader, I hope.
How many people are there, Ryan?
I mean, we got John Nada, Gregory DeRosa, welcome. Adam for Christ, Ralph and Cassie Francis. I'm just going through my chat really quick.
We have 28 people watching right now.
Woo-hoo.
Let's see if we can get those numbers
Karen's
up, guys.
here.
Well, I did have posts in the group, so hopefully they're going to go look at it.
Yeah. I don't think I missed anyone except people on the show.
Hey, Damien Gross.
And General Sorrow and Damien. Hey.
Damien G, what's up?
Thank you, Damien. Brian?
All right, so we're going to present this first one here, the 4th of July logos and residue. So we're looking at Lipton. You want to explain this one, Sandy?
Yummy.
Yes. Question for the chat. Does anyone remember Lipton glass of grape juice? These are two separate pictures, so I can't find any information on it, but I did find two different packets online from two different people.
Glass of grape.
Yes. I've
Wait a
never seen this
second.
before.
Did they copycat off of Kool-Aid or what?
I don't know. I don't know if it's real. I only found two images. They're different packets. One's all crumpled up. One is straight. I've never seen it before. I've never heard of it. Just add to cold water. Does anyone ever? There's a lot.
No
of
way, Sandy.
Yeah.
No way.
There's a lot of drinks that are not from my reality that I'm going to be showing today. I figure
cheaper
drinks
drink.
are very summer related, very 4th
Yeah.
of July related.
No.
But also the Lipton logo. Check out the eye. Does anyone remember the eye having a little indent in it like that? And the P? That's new to me. And also the dashes are dots. So I wanted to point that out.
I don't remember.
It's like a square heart.
Sandy, can you investigate that one from Christopher McGarvey?
By the way, got a question.
I can't see Christopher McGarvey. Oh, there we go. It's on the screen.
That's an older one. The Solo. That one's
No.
old.
Read the full thing that's there, Theresa.
Did Lipton,
Flowers to flowers change to powers?
No, it was
Yes.
always Powers for me.
did Lipton? I got a question. Did Lipton rip off Cup-O soup? Cup-O noodles.
Sounds like it.
Maybe. But wait, I will look into it, Josh. I mean, just because I have the current memory doesn't mean you're wrong. I'll definitely look into it. Let me see. Christopher. Did I call you Josh? I'm sorry. I'm looking at my chat at the same time. Christopher, I will definitely look into it for you. Sorry about that. I did take a screenshot.
There's so many people here.
I know, and I'm in a panic. Flickr videos are like the bane of Flickr. It took forever to process and upload and then sort. Jeff knows. I was in a panic attack. Like, oh my gosh, we gotta go faster. We gotta go faster. We gotta go faster, and we couldn't go faster because of Flickr. Having a nervous breakdown.
Yeah, Sandy.
Oh, God.
So Chris says here the flowers is in the residual lyrics.
Okay, I will definitely check it out. I have a whole folder of user submitted.
Wait, we
Mandela
didn't
effects
talk
looking
about
through.
this one. What is with this one here? Squoze.
Has anyone ever heard of Squoze? Because apparently it was around in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, and it's back now in cans. Never heard of this. Is this from? And it's got fluid ounces on it, which I think is American, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've never heard of it.
I have no idea what that is.
No idea either. But it's made by Pillsbury. Pillsbury made a drink mix. Not in my reality. Never seen this before.
Oh. It's
And how about that Doughboy? You know, the Doughboy, I know that's an old one. He's got a white scarf now where he used to have a blue scarf.
He's also got a tan body instead of a white body.
No, he was always white body.
He's not tan. He's not white.
He went to the
anymore.
tanning salon, Sandy.
No, he went in the oven, Theresa. He got toasted. Okay, listen. I have
Didn't say
heard
his lines
Orange
right.
Burst, but I do not remember it merged like that. And Keen, has anyone ever heard of Keen? Because that's
Nope.
made by Nestle. I do not
Nope.
remember all these flavors of drink mixes except for Kool-Aid. It was Kool-Aid and what was the other one? The off-brand of Kool-Aid. I don't know. I'm just asking.
Tang.
Not my reality for this. Now, Orange Burst was like one of those breakfast drinks, like those meal replacement drinks for breakfast. But I do not remember Keen. I've never seen it before.
Yeah, that's the only Keen I know of is a town that's close by.
That's it. Flavor Aid. Thank you, High Pockets. And
And
Eddie
it's not
Von
even
Keen.
spelled that way.
Yeah. How about that Orange Burst? That's pretty crazy. Yep.
Yeah, the merging is crazy. Okay. What about Freshie? Anyone ever hear of Freshie?
No.
Makes 2 quarts. So it's another powder drink mix. Also, Alba 77. Not by Jessica Alba.
Hey, look at that T and you see the T and the Y is merged?
Yeah, everything's merged. Hold on a minute. I'm taking my meds down. Let's spit it out.
Yeah, the NutraSweet's merged too, isn't it?
Yeah, we covered that last week.
Yeah, Espen is all merged. Yeah.
But the NutraSweet is from the Alba 77 package, so I threw it in.
Wait.
Okay. Now, Aspen, I've never heard of, but I heard that's a Midwest drink. So has
Wait.
anyone ever heard of Aspen? Yes, Brian.
No, I have not heard of it. But do you? Am I seeing this right? Is the U and the T merged in NutraSweet?
Yes.
That's messed up.
And then in another version of NutraSweet, the T is cut off and is not merged because the T is cut off.
I just think they got lazy and they decided they were gonna. I feel like it's like a type set that changed in the past that's reflected in the future sometimes. You know, when I say typeset, I mean font. It's a
But
certain
Brian,
type of font.
does anyone in your chat remember Aspen?
No,
Because
let me look.
okay, because
Scott Garrison
Has
Aspen.
anyone
said
ever heard of
Aspen.
Aspen? General Sorrow says Aspen was short-lived.
Okay, it was an
Or,
apple soda.
Scott Garrison, sorry. The comments are coming out pretty quick. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Cobb CEO says, I also remember something about the Aspen. Maybe it was a Rocky Mountain drink mostly. It could have been regional, you know?
Maybe that's possibly, but it was an apple soda. Apple is all American, you know.
John Nada says, my grandma drank Alba.
Yeah,
Mandela
Alba was
says,
another nutritional, like meal replacement drink.
yeah, LVK is thinking the same thing I'm thinking. Maybe some of these drinks were local to very limited areas. Who knows?
Okay, so Country Time, the one on the top, okay, it's merged, broken letters, great. But the one from my childhood is on the bottom, and that C was never like that. That is the weirdest C I've. It looks like a musical, the musical note. Do you know what I'm saying? I forget what
Yeah.
it's called. It looks like that musical note, the clef. Is that what it is? I'm thinking
I
of.
believe so.
Yeah, it looks
that
like
looks
a clef.
weird.
And it's all merged. Look at the NAD. Look at that. It's was not like that at all.
Yeah, but also the broken R looks weird. It's like Oreo. Have you guys paid attention to Oreo cookies? The R is broken in the Oreos.
I try to stay away from Oreo right now.
Are you eating
They're too
Oreo?
good.
Are you eating Oreo right now?
No, I wish.
Man,
The double stuff.
Yeah, me too. I love the double stuff.
I agree, Damien.
My kids go through a whole row in a matter of minutes in the Oreos.
Oh, one time my son almost ate the whole package by himself, and I didn't know it until after he had eaten
Oh my gosh.
Theresa, you're up. No, I'm saying her no. I'm done talking. This is hers.
One in the freezer and the best thing ever.
I found a few things that I wanted to show you guys. The Madonna album, the M, the A, which is weird. The M, the A, the D, Mad, is all merged. I don't know if you want to zoom in on that.
And I would say that Madonna has gone mad. So I think that's.
She's been really sick lately, though. Sandy discovered the Gable, Clark Gable, Tracy. Look at the A's here.
Yeah, the triangles.
Right there.
I thought you found it, but I guess I found it.
That reminds me of the Hawaiian Punch. Have you guys seen the Hawaiian Punch logo?
Yeah, very similar.
It's like that.
And then this is residue for Fruit of the Loom. I don't know if you've showed it before on here, but I'm going to show it. On the left there, Brian, look what it says. And look at the cornucopia.
Fruit of the Gloom. And
yes.
Cornucopia.
There you go. That's residue.
And if anyone's curious, that is the Madonna True Blue album. The first album I ever asked for in my life to have.
I've always wanted to
good music.
My 10th birthday.
Business dancing. I've always wanted to recreate.
Oh, yeah, this is residue. This guy is the producer and director, and he choreographed this
I've always wanted
risky business, and I want to show the residue there.
So that's it's Disney. So this is the most I could show. So he's talking about wanting to recreate the scene, and the images below are them recreating the scene.
Yep. And look at that with the sunglasses on and the pink shirt.
Okay, so here's some Red Bar residue galore and Uncle Sam hats.
Yep.
I keep getting advertised as Ollie's on YouTube. I have no idea where Ollie's is. I've never seen an Ollie's in my life.
Ollie's is like a Cheap John's. If you've been to Cheap John's up north.
I have never heard of Cheap John's
No.
either.
Don't
But
even know
why
what
are
that
they
is.
advertising Ollie's to me if there's no Ollie's in my neighborhood? That makes no sense.
I don't know, but as kids, we used to insult one another about saying we would buy someone else a new life at Cheap John's. But yeah, this is Ollie's. Yeah, it's sort of like a Family Dollar if you want to think about it like that too. Sort of
Huh.
like a Family Dollar.
Okay, well that balloon is from Walmart with the red bar flag. And then just regular stuff.
A lot of red bar
I mean,
flags this time
yeah,
of year.
and also, do you notice how the stars are lined up like this? That's how I remember them. They were lined up like that.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
they were.
Doing that.
Oh, my ear is ringing. That's great.
Yeah, I
Bring a
remember
show.
I did a big flag. I did a couple of quilts with flags on them, and I remember them being lined up.
So that gelatine's in the wrong place. That should be in the red section. But gelatine, guys, there it is again. Gelatine.
This
And
should
they're
not
not.
exist if gelatine should not exist, right?
Nope. It should. And he pronounced it gelatine in
What's
the
up
video.
with gelatine?
It's gelatin, Theresa. There's not supposed to be an A.
Oh, yeah, it's gelatin.
Yes. So go back, Ryan. I wasn't done talking about the slide. So on the left, you have an eyeshadow palette with an upside down rainbow on it. For those that remember the upside down rainbow. We also, I can't see. You guys zoom out. Donald Duck with white eyes. I still can't see because it's still zoomed in for me, Brian. Hold
Oh,
on.
there's my Uncle Sam thing I found in the middle there. See him?
Yes, Uncle Sam. That's Teresa's too.
On a bike.
There's a very wide. The way they designed the United States on the bottom with the Gulf being wide like that. That's what I
Yeah.
remember. At the top, Brian, I can't see. At the top, we have another one with a really wide Gulf. I know they're just cookies, but hey, that's what it looked like for me.
Make me
Uncle
hungry.
Sam, and that's it, I think.
Yeah, those things up top are making me hungry for those Patriot Pops.
Me
Those
too.
red, white, and blue Patriot Pops.
I can't eat them.
Yeah.
So this is a game I play. It's all red bar flags inside this game. It's crazy. So we got and Uncle Sam hats. So at the top we have a red bar flag. I completed a dish and it's in a red bar flag box. And then more cookies, stars on top with red bars. Uncle Sam hats. There's gonna be more of the game coming up too.
I just had a personal Mandela effect earlier. Can I tell you?
Yeah, I think I found a flip flop too, Brian. I'm gonna tell you about soon coming up. So you tell me real quick before we go further.
Okay, so I had a personal ME today. I was talking with my kids' mom, and we were talking about how we used to feed crickets to the alligators. Well, she doesn't, baby alligators. That was behind her grandparents' pond, and she remembers mushrooms. I remembered crickets. We fed them crickets. She swears by mushrooms.
Wow, that's a big difference too.
I
A
know.
living creature versus, well, it's a living organism, but it's a vegetable. So
Well, then again, she's not affected by any of these effects either, like the Lord's Prayer or anything. It was. She says that she doesn't say trespasses. She says the other one now. What's the other? What is it now?
well, there's lots. There's debts
Forgive
and
us our
debtors.
debts as we forgive our debtors. Yeah. Anyway, go
Okay.
ahead. Sorry.
So in the top left, it's from Dixie Phillips. This was Las Vegas, Teresa.
How did I miss that? Where was
I
this
don't know.
at?
It just said Las Vegas. Dixie sent it to me.
Man,
there's-
if I would have seen that, I would have taken a picture of that.
Here's Donald Duck again because I felt like comparing it since his eyes are like they are now blue with the red bar flag. So the red bar flag is residue, but now you can see the difference in the eyes for those that don't know that Mandela effect. Even though it's old, some people may not know it.
Oops, I didn't mean to go
And
too
there's go back. I wasn't done. And then this is the best residue of Britney Spears, the Mandela effect I found with the skirt. She's wearing the sweater open. She's wearing the shirt tied. she's got the pom pom thingies in her hair that Britney had. Like her hair is exactly the same. This is the best residue I've seen for the Britney Spears "Hit Me Baby One More Time" video residue for the plaid skirt. Sorry, go
Yeah,
on, Brian.
it's still crazy that it changed. Her skirt's black now, isn't it?
Have a great night. Hi, Orion Spur. Hope you come back soon. And
What's
thank
up with
you.
Sonic?
Hi. Okay, so okay, when his arms turned flesh color and lost the blue, it changed in the video game. But now the video game, 1991, has the blue arms again.
No.
Yeah. Oh, but wait, it gets worse. Jeff, time to chime in.
Yep. So after
When
she showed me this, I went and checked the Sonic doll that I had. And that Sonic doll originally had the flesh colored arms. Well, if you go to the next slide, you could see what it has now.
So, next slide, Brian.
Okay. No, he didn't have blue arms. They were tan.
Yeah, well, Jeff's doll has blue arms now that used to have flesh tone.
It was flesh when I got it.
Yeah, it was flesh toned. Yeah.
So I think it's flipping back, or it has flipped back.
That's insane, Jeff.
Mm-hmm. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, he freaked out on the phone. I'm like, what's wrong?
Yeah.
Now, hang on. I may have some residue here, Sandy. Can I show this one real quick?
Yeah.
So if you look, here's one picture. You see the flesh-colored arms on this one?
Yeah.
Again, you see flesh-colored arms on this picture. So maybe it's in the process of changing.
I don't know, but
Like in the movie, if you watch the movie, he's got blue arms.
Yeah, the movie has blue arms. I do know that. But wait, stop. Google Play Sonic the Hedgehog. Or no, he's got flesh arms there too. All I know is that when this first changed, everyone was showing the game from the original Sega Genesis Sonic the Hedgehog, and the arms were flesh, and now they're blue again.
I don't know. Maybe they're both. Maybe it depends on the artist, you know?
Well, like I said, all I know is that the game itself flipped back to blue.
What about the Adventures Sonic the Hedgehog? You remember the Adventures, the old one from the 90s, that cartoon?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see that.
That's the cartoon that I grew up with. Look, it's got him. He's got tan arms in that cartoon. See?
Oh, well, no, it's weird. No, he was all blue except for his belly and his face.
So the flesh arms look weird to you?
Brian, stop. IMDb, Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, blue arms. Look. Right there. Right there, Brian.
Where?
Stop scrolling. Up. The long one. The square right there. The yellow background one.
Oh, what? No. That's so weird.
I think it's in the process of flipping back.
Hold on. What do you remember? I'm asking my daughter real quick. What do you remember Sonic the Hedgehog having? Did he have these skin-colored arms, or were they blue? Were they blue or like this? What do you remember? You played the game before.
Yeah, I was blue.
You remember them being blue?
Yeah.
All right. Well, she remembers them being blue.
Thank you, Avalon.
Thank you,
You're
Avalon.
welcome. What did I do for you, Dad?
What?
The flesh arms just makes him look more human than hedgehog.
Yeah, I don't like it.
It looks weird.
Damien says, yep, flipping back or making both real to cause even more confusion, doubt, and division. Exactly.
Okay, I'm sorry. We were talking about these flags on the last slide here.
Yeah, so there's a duplicate there of the Britney Spears one. But, like I said, from my game, red bar flags. There's a Statue of Liberty with a book in her hand, a more spaced out crown, and a much smaller base. Also, the foot isn't going back. The body's straight. Red bar flag, Uncle Sam hat, and a rhino in Donkey Kong with one horn.
Oh, the rhino. How many horns do they have now?
Rhinos have 2 horns. Well, some have one. One breed has 1. The rest of the breeds have 2. And one
Okay.
has a nub.
Yeah.
That's not even a horn. Good night, Ralph.
I
What's
think
wrong, Ralph? Wait. Ralph said he had a good run. You okay? Trying
Sandy.
to read my chat. Oh, he's got to get the kiddos back to sleep. Oh, good luck. Good luck, Ralph. That is a tough endeavor.
Sandy.
Yeah,
So
right.
we have. Okay, we talked about last week. We did the Ringling Brothers. We did the Almond Oakley. We did the
Yeah,
Christina Aguilera. We did that one.
Yes.
I don't remember doing that one. That's
Probably
weird.
'cause you were half asleep. You want to do
Maybe.
Christina Aguilera again? You're welcome to. There's more people in the chat than last week.
All right. Well, listen. The next one, Theresa can read since she's got to jump off soon.
Huh?
I don't know, Theresa. You want to read the next one?
Yeah, no problem.
No, General Sorrow. That is his mother.
Her picture, by the way, Sandy, her picture's blank right now. Anita's picture is white.
Well, no, Anita's here twice now. There you go.
Yeah.
Whoa! Now
She
she's
must be-
back.
No,
Yeah, she must be there on 2 different devices.
General Sorrow said that he thought Anita was Brian's wife. No, Brian's mother.
That's funny.
Close guess, though. At least they're related. It's fine.
All right, Theresa, you can read this one?
Yeah. Credit Theresa Lynch. The name of a well-known Russian actor has changed for us from our memory.
Theresa, I have to mention that Jeff saw this covered a couple years ago.
Oh, shoot.
But we don't know who covered it. So we're just going to say someone else covered this. But there's 2 changes here, so we're going to cover it again.
I was
not
unaware.
only did I see it covered, but I saw it before I knew of the term Mandela effect.
What?
I noticed the change and I was confused by it because I always thought it was, a certain way and now it's not.
Wow.
Okay. Well, that's us shifting at different times, though.
This is crazy because this one's new to me, Jeff.
Really?
That's exactly. We all see things at different times.
Listen,
it's
we already
crazy.
have answers in the chat. You didn't even read yet. And Adam for Christ says Yule Brenner, YuleBrenner.
Wow. Please
Philo
spell.
is guessing YUL. So go on. Go ahead,
Please
Teresa.
spell the actor's full name the way you remember it. Spelled.
We're
Y.
going to say Yule, but we're not going to say the last name.
Well, Bill. Well, we can still say the last name because
No, we can't. They sound different. No, you can't.
Oh, okay.
High Pocket says YULE Brenner.
Okay,
And
let's see what
General
they
Sorrow
say.
says YULE Brynner.
Wow.
You see why, Teresa? There's Brenner and Brynner.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we know the first name's Yule, but how do you know the last name?
Look at all the people with YULE. And then Mandela comes in with YUL, Brenner.
Wow.
General Sorrow is YULE. Zex Leader says, my mom can't believe it's Brynner. Neither can we.
Oh, it's Brynner. Brynner.
This one shocked me.
Bryn. It's pronounced
Yeah,
Bryn.
this one shocked me.
I can't. Oh, Brian, are you showing stuff from the chat? Because I can't see your chat.
Yeah, I was showing stuff from the chat.
Good night, Unimatrix.
Parody Bear says, or YUL Brenner.
I don't think I've ever known how to spell his name.
It just looks off. It looks off to me.
All right, Teresa, you're up. Go ahead. You can read.
Okay. Oh, can you zoom in a little bit, Brian? I'm sorry. On your phone. I'm on my phone. Can you zoom in a little bit, please?
We are having a duel on his first name.
Oh, okay. We are having a
I don't know if
duel.
he's there.
Oh, no.
But we
go
are
back
sure his last name was different in our past. Can you see it now?
Yes. We remember Yule / YULE Brenner, but his name has always been Yulbrynner. Is this what you remember?
So we remember Yule E with the E, Yule
Yeah.
with the E, Brenner, but it's always been Yule without the E,
Uh-huh.
Brynner. So
Oh,
the Y is like an I.
it looks so weird.
Yeah,
What do you remember? What do you remember, Brian?
I don't know this actor unless I'd have to know the movie he was in or whatever.
Okay.
The King and I,
Three
Anna and the King.
different
Wasn't he in
versions.
Ten Commandments?
With
Ten
Pastor?
Commandments, yes. Yes.
Yep. So
Three
go ahead, Theresa.
different versions and a reply thread. Look at that. 3 realities and 1 comment thread. Can you zoom in to show people three different?
At the top, the original poster, it says Yule Brenner. So Yule, then Brenner with an E. The next person spells Yule without the E but remembers Brenner. And at
Crazy.
the bottom, it's the current reality, Yul Brynner, replying to one another.
Oh,
They're replying to one another, and no one got the name. Well, the last person got the name right. But
Sandy, this reminds me of the whole Tortinos, Tostinos, and Totinos.
Yep.
I'm from the Tostinos.
I'm from the Tortinos.
Really? You're Tortinos? I'm Tostinos.
I'm Tostinos.
And there's plenty of residue for Tortinos. Or,
Wow.
So
Yeah,
here's a mix
crazy.
of residue of first names and last names. Here's a mix of residue.
Yes. We've had all different kinds.
I never know how to spell it, but I know.
I know, it's a weird one.
Psych Love, they talk about Yul Brenner a lot. So they say his name like a bunch of times.
Yeah, Brenner, not Brynner. That was from the Museum of Fine Arts in Houston, and they still didn't know how to spell his name.
Yep.
They spelled it Brenner.
Everybody remembers it differently. That's why there's all this different spellings, right?
Yeah.
He was from the Ten Commandments right there, where he was Pharaoh. I know he was in other things. I watched The King and I as well, but
and
a lot. He's got a long history of movies.
The King of Siam, I think.
I didn't know he was in the 10 Commandments.
Yeah, he was in the 10 Commandments.
But look, there's a lot of residue for it, the way we remember.
Yep.
Yeah, and Psych, they kind of like can put him to like the ultimate manliness. Like, I think he was actually in Psych. He actually played a character in that. And they actually said, you kind of look like Yul Brynner. Like, well, it is him. I would have watched the show to see if I could have found any residue from that too.
Hey Brian, can you go back 2 now? Because there's a delay on my end. Can you go back 2 for a second? Right there. Christie's,
What's that?
The auction house. Christie's spelled his name wrong. They have Brenner and not Brynner. Sorry,
Wow.
just want to point that out.
I didn't realize he was Russian.
Yep.
You said Russian,
You
right?
can go on, Brian. I just wanted to point out Christie's. That's all.
Okay. So that one. That completed that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a shocking one for me.
Okay, so this is Theresa and Sandy.
Theresa,
This is a
you can
double
read if you
whammy
want.
of
Okay.
Theresa and Sandy.
Okay.
There's a lot of questions in this one, guys.
Okay, there's my mom again. We got my mom back.
Welcome back, Anita.
She's back.
I can't hear her though.
She's on
She's
mute.
on mute.
Okay.
Credit Theresa Lynch and Sandy, and this is the 4th of July Mandela effect. You guys are gonna love this one. There are some firework
Pretty.
I can't read the next word. What's it say, Sandy?
Adjacent.
Adjacent. Sorry, my eyes. Products you can find around the 4th of July, as well as New Year's, weddings, and birthday parties. 2 of these products have been Mandela for us. Sandy and I were having a kind of, what was it, Sandy? We were talking about.
I can tell you right now, those are poppets.
Well, we'll get to that, Brian, because that's a question coming up. Ahead,
The first question should be a simple one. If you've ever thrown these on the ground in your past, what were these little pouches of silver fulminate coated sand called?
I can tell you right now, Snap Pops.
You call them Snap Pops? Okay.
Yeah.
Brian?
They were called poppets for me.
Okay. Anybody else?
In the chat, they're all snaps.
Snaps.
Wow.
Snap Pops or Pop Pops. Snaps.
Theresa and I remember the same thing. We remember poppers.
We remember,
poppers.
Huh?
What'd you say?
Poppers was something different for me.
Poppers. I remember poppers.
Yep, they were poppers for me.
Poppers. They are officially called snaps and snappers. Do you remember these? I have never called them by either name. It was always poppers in my past, but some that
poppets?
I asked, remember poppets, which is a brand. While there are many brands with different names on them, they all still include the actual product name somewhere on the packaging.
So again, you can find poppets, but that's the brand name. Underneath, it will always say snaps or snappers. I've never heard these referred to as snaps or snappers.
No, me neither. They were always poppets.
I always called them snappers.
They were always poppers for me because they make a popping sound, not a snap.
Yeah, me too, poppers.
Me too, poppers.
Oh my goodness, there's actually Pop Pops.
Pop Pops.
There's all different brands, Brian. I'm trying to tell you.
Snappers.
They were always poppets for me.
I can't remember.
Yes or no?
We used to buy them all.
Do you remember there being an adult or grown-up version of snaps?
Yeah.
So new question, Brian. Stay here. Yes or no?
Yes or no?
And Damien, the thing is, it's not regional on the box. The box always says snaps or snappers. So we should have at least seen that on every box, every brand.
Gerald, how did I miss saying happy birthday to you?
Happy birthday, Gerald.
It was not on my list. I'm so sorry.
Happy birthday, Gerald.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Gerald.
Hey, so everybody comment in the chat. What are your favorite fireworks? I can tell you mine.
Brian, no, they're answering the question. I don't need to know. I need a yes or no. Do you remember there being an adult or grown-up version of snaps? Yes or no?
I don't remember that. They were always the same thing.
So Gerald Neal's birthday. Happy birthday, Gerald.
Happy birthday,
I think
Gerald.
they were called like Snap and Pop, but maybe that was just my local area. Maybe that's what we were calling.
So Glance says no.
I don't see anyone saying
General
yes, but they remember the adult version.
General Sorrow says don't know. Ryogamine says no. No idea, says Damien. Philo's never. Well, that's a brand name. That's not. They're still called snappers right underneath it. Pop Pop's just a brand name.
Pop-Pops.
It's like Pepsi or Coke. It's still cola. You understand? So snaps or snappers is cola. Pepsi and Coke are Pop Pop.
Yeah, Sandy, you got a comment here from Chris McGarvey.
But how come I remember there being a brand name called Snap Pops?
There might be a brand name called Snap Pops. Chris McGarvey says no way to the adult version. Not firecrackers, General Sorrow. No, Philo. No. No.
Philo,
What?
did you see her
I
comment there?
remember the adult version because I remember them being louder.
I guess the
Gerald
adult
Neal
version
says,
would be a grenade.
Like it had more gunpowder in it.
okay. Gerald Neal says, never called snaps, always poppers.
Adult. You remember this?
The answer is true. The grown-up version contains the same material inside, but come in a tube that resembles TNT. Have you ever seen this type before? No way.
No.
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 No,
And,
they
all
were
In a
right,
just
so
tube?
before we go on, in the chat, has anyone ever seen this type before? It literally says adult snappers on the
No
box.
way. They were always the other kind, the white ones. I played with them all the time
I
as
never
a
saw
kid.
that.
I
That
don't know,
used to
but they
mean
look
something
cool, and I'm going
else,
to throw
Rob
them
Quinn.
right now, guys.
Well, Brian, they're going to get cooler, so hold on before you start spending your money, okay? Keep your wallet in your pocket. They're about to get cooler.
I guess
The ans-
I'm
the answer is
different
true.
And that is a repeat on purpose. Go on. It's different at the
Both
bottom.
both the balled up tissue and tube versions also come in a mega size, which is about twice the regular and adult size snaps. Are these new for you too?
So there's an adult size, which is the louder on the right,
Oh my God,
and
no.
the loudest is the mega size.
No,
So
no, no,
the,
no, no,
the
no.
tissue paper ones don't have an adult version. They have a mega version,
No.
which is in the guy's other hand.
If I knew these existed, I would have never touched the kitty ones. I would have always wanted to mess with the louder ones.
Right?
Exactly.
Me too.
Right. Same. All right, go on. It gets
remember-
better, Brian. You
True
got
or false? In your past, did snappers make a colorful flash of light?
Yes.
So in the chat,
no,
true
they
or
look-
false?
No.
No.
False.
It was like
No.
red and yellow, like a yellow explosion.
No.
Okay, Brian,
We
stay
have
here.
seen
Let the
them.
chat
Flash
answer.
of light,
Look
like
at your
lightning.
chat, please.
I was going to say I have seen them in recent years because I know the kids played with them where they have the flash of light now.
No, I'm asking if they have a colorful flash of light, not
Yeah.
just like a white light or a
Like
yellow
rainbow,
light.
Sandy? Like rainbow?
Like different colors.
Red and blue, right?
M&M.
Or red and green or something like that.
Okay, well, my chat's saying no, false, no, just normal sparks.
Yeah, little sparks. Yeah, it would always be like a little spark, like when you
Like white, yeah.
I'm saying I most
I believe
recent
you.
years though.
Oh, night.
Oh, recently for you.
Yeah. Like
This
I
is
don't
an
remember
explosive
them
time.
being that way before, but
No.
No, you can do magic tricks with them. Just white. Yeah, I remember them being like just white.
Michael Fontaine's funny.
I don't even remember the light. I just remember like a puff of smoke, guys. But I think I was throwing them in the daytime most of the time
Yes.
at the
I've never
parade.
seen them like that.
Okay, Mike.
They
And
got color pop-pops.
in our past, they just made a noise with a tiny puff or smoke. But the answer in this reality is true. No, Sandy, they never had them in different colors. I would have loved that.
I would have loved that too.
There we go. Hey, guys, there we go with
Why
the
would you
rainbows
lie?
again. Hey, rainbows affecting 4th of July now.
They're saying like
Okay, I'm gonna
in
drop
our
them.
past they
Turn off
had
the
these.
light.
It was affecting 4th of
All
July.
right, here we go. Okay, I'm gonna drop.
Yeah, but
Okay,
that
Jeff,
looks
was that
all
you?
the same color.
Here's my question though. Here's my question.
Yes.
They're saying in the past we have these.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to clear that up.
Yes, they've had them for at least 20 years.
What?
Oh.
No, Sandy. I would have.
Yes,
No.
yes, Theresa.
No.
No way. No.
No way.
I guess I'm in the minority. We had those.
All
My
versions
dad
of
used to-
snaps can be found in a neon version. The color of the paper or tube is a color glow you will see when they are thrown at night. Are these new in your reality too? They have been sold for decades. They are also labeled as color or colorful, also have cartoon, branding from Angry Birds, Tom and Jerry, and
Oh,
Disney, to name a few. No way.
Anybody
No way.
remember cartoon branding?
No.
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 It's down.
Oh, we were don't do them at a gas station.
No. These never came in rainbow colors. They were just plain white.
I remember them being in rainbow colors. I don't remember them sparking different colors, but I just
No. This is
Bacon
crazy.
snaps. They got
They even have
bacon
bacon
snaps.
snaps. Look, they have bacon
Yeah,
ones.
you eat them?
Yum. Blows up in your mouth.
especially don't do it at a gas
I don't
station.
know. Can you imagine chomping on one of those pieces of bacon snaps?
Oh, my God.
ouch.
Yeah, I
Right.
think you lose a couple of teeth.
Yeah, I think you'd lose it a little bit more than that. You'd never be able to
Crazy.
taste bacon again.
Angry Birds pop-ups.
Now they also have glow in the dark ones where the paper glows as well, so you see
No.
it fall to the ground and explode.
What? No way.
Get
Is
weirder
this
and
new or
weirder.
have they always been around, Sandy?
Like I said, I don't know about the glow ones. That's why I didn't specify them
see, here-
originally before.
Here's
But
the
the color
thing.
ones have been around for decades.
I know. Here's the thing, though. Whenever you buy fireworks, okay, at most of these fireworks stands, they typically offer you poppets for free for buying fireworks from them.
Yes.
Mm.
Sparklers. We're going to talk about sparklers. Get ready to be shocked, everyone. Most people held a sparkler at some time in their lives, but sparklers are not immune to the Mandela effect.
Uh-huh.
This is going to get weird. True or false? In your past, did sparklers come in different shapes or burn in different colors besides white or yellow?
So true or
No.
false in the
I
chat.
only know them.
No.
I only know them in yellow.
Yeah,
So
it was
the answer for me is false on that one.
No, definitely
yeah,
not.
false.
False. False for me. Sandy?
False.
The sparklers are so dangerous, Gerald Neal says, yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Hey, Skipper.
Does anyone remember the colors or the shapes?
Cobb CEO says, yes, we had colors.
Oh, wow.
I remember white.
Dan Esmond said colors were rare.
I just remember the golden color. That's all I really.
Me too.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
I
Cobb
vaguely
CEO says
remember
no
colors.
shapes, though. Yeah, Cobb CEO says no shapes.
In our past, sparklers were just straight sticks that glowed white or yellow in our past. But in this reality, you can find them in all different shapes, numbers, letters, and even different colors. Have you ever seen anything like this before? No way.
It woke sparklers.
Did anyone remember that? I'm sorry, Joey came in the room for a second. Did anyone remember the colors or the shapes?
No.
Okay,
I remember
sorry. Go on.
shapes, but I remember colors. Like, I mean, they weren't like super pop. Like, they were hard to get. Like, they weren't sold anywhere.
Not here. And you would think here, I mean, like the Mummers Day parade is where you would have like people walking up the street with carts filled with this stuff to sell to kids who are watching the parade. I've never seen any of this stuff.
That's crazy.
I don't know about the different
If only
shapes
they
and
were.
stuff.
I just keep thinking to myself, if only these sticks were longer, like they would burn for a longer amount of time. Like
They
if
do
you could
have
find them
longer
like 4 feet long or something like that, you know, they'd burn.
Those,
They'd burn like tiki torches.
Those sparklers identify as Mandela.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there you go. There's pictures of them.
Hey, you know what's fun?
Like my dad had one that was huge. He would get like mega sparklers, and they were huge, and they burned for like 10, 20 minutes.
Wow.
Yes, I show a few pictures of them, but I want to make a disclaimer here. Brian, do you see on the right where it says rainbow sparklers? I found pictures of rainbow sparklers, but I did not find videos. So I cannot tell you if they are photoshopped or not. I don't know if rainbow sparklers means there's different colors inside, or if it's a sparkler that burns rainbow. Like I
Sandy,
said, you will be
Rainbow
seeing pictures
sparklers.
of
Sandy,
a Brian. Yes, Brian.
what I'm trying to tell you is that the part there where it says colored, that is spelled like with the British English. So maybe are those regional? Like maybe in the UK?
Brian, no, I'm just showing that they're from all over the place. Neon
Oh,
is in the US. That's not the
okay.
point. The point I'm trying to say is you're about to see pictures of a sparkler burning rainbow. I
Yeah.
cannot verify if
Now,
that is photoshopped or not. So I'm just giving
yes.
that disclaimer out there. Even though it's sold as rainbow, it doesn't mean that one stick burns rainbow. It could mean that there's multicolored sticks inside. And I could not find a video of the rainbow one burning, so I cannot say it's definitely a rainbow sparkler, but I am going to show you the pictures so you can see them for yourself. Just know they may be photoshopped. Okay, go on, Brian.
Sandy's funny.
Well, I don't want people saying later on that we were showing things
We
that
love your
weren't real.
disclaimers, Sandy. It's okay.
I
You
have to give
disclaim
a
all you want.
disclaimer.
Go
I
ahead.
have
Just
to.
give them disclaimers.
I
That's
want
fine.
Sandy, I want to hear some kind of man's excuse though. I want to see some kind of something like that.
I don't have a man excuse for this. They've just been around all this time.
I know. I get really tickled when I see something like a man's excuse pop up.
I do want to say before you go further, can you go back, Brian, for one slide? Go back for 1 second.
General sorrow.
Yes.
The top right corner is the rainbow one. Do you see it? Technically, this is possible.
Sandy in the sky with diamonds.
All they have to do is add additives for each color, like they do for fireworks, to make that happen. So it is possible to make a rainbow sparkler. I just don't know if it's real. That's all. Just wanted to say that. Go ahead, Brian.
My dad says, remember sparklers to light firecrackers.
Oh, that's your dad, the trivia knowledgeist?
Yeah, guys, that's my dad's channel. You can check it out.
Oh, cool.
I've never seen the different shapes and numbers and stuff like that. I've only seen the straight.
Yeah, now they have all different shapes. Could these be products we just missed for decades, or do you think they are products that are new to our reality? Either way, they are new to us, so we thought we'd share.
I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone, you guys. Every time I see Sandy, just like you guys out there in the audience, I'm just as shocked as you are because I don't get to preview these before Sandy puts them all together. So I'm just as shocked as you.
It's surprise, Brian. Surprises.
That was great. That really knocked my socks off there, Sandy.
Sandy, you might want to mention
And
we
Theresa.
also did one for daytime fireworks as well.
Theresa, that's coming up. That's the last folder of the night.
Oh, my bad.
Hold on. You mean
Avalon? Can Avalon read this one?
What is it?
It's about ice cream.
Dang it, I had
Yeah,
let her read it. She can read
Avalon.
My joke just went. Shh. Never mind. Go ahead, guys.
Wait, Hebrew, what were you saying?
No, you were saying that Sandy knocked your socks off, and I said you were wearing socks.
Yeah, I usually do wear socks to these presentations so I could say that Sandy knocked my socks off.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Good. That's good logic.
Mandela says, Brian is sockless and tickled. Avalon, come here. Avalon, you're gonna read this one, okay?
Hi, Michael Fontaine.
Okay. Here you go. Come here. Okay. Good, you read.
You do it.
Almost gonna read.
There are a couple of ice cream related products I need to ask you about that were not in my past until last month. But first, I need to do a little rewind. I guess
It's okay. So which?
Oh, you do it.
Go ahead, you do it.
No, you do it.
Which logo do you remember for this cereal?
No dash, no or equal. I mean,
No dash.
dash or equal.
Equal sign. It's okay. So what do you guys remember? Which logo from this cereal?
1, 2, or 3.
I remember
guys.
without it. No dash.
I don't remember a dash.
So
Number
no,
1 for me, Sandy. Number 1.
Okay, so no
One.
dash is number 1. Dash is number 2. Equal sign is number 3. What do you remember?
Number one.
I kind of remember
I'll
number
say
2.
1.
Thank you, Philo.
Hey, go car Bob.
Mm-hmm.
Hi,
Hey,
Hetty Von Keen.
Lord Fried Bread remembers 3.
Two.
With the equal sign?
Eddie King
Is it
remembers
equals?
2. Philo remembers 2.
Yeah.
We have a bunch
I
of ones, you
remember
guys.
the
What do you
dash.
remember?
1.
No dash, or
And
equal.
What is it now?
I'm sorry, Ryogami Mikado says I don't know that brand. This is typically an American brand. I'm sorry for you guys who don't know this one. I'm sorry about that.
What do you remember?
If it's not familiar to you,
1, 2, or 3? I remember.
I remember
Like I
one.
said, this.
What is it now?
So we're gonna get to that on the next slide. This is a rewind, everyone. I covered this back in 2020.
I don't
Next
even
slide.
remember that, Sandy.
I know you were gone.
I think I was gone for doing the. Okay, Avalon, you read this one.
No.
Go ahead. You do great. You do great. You do great.
In my past, there was no dash, but the dash has been present for my entire life. Do you remember the dash?
And
I
it's
do not.
also merged. Nice job, Avalon.
Yes.
Thank you.
Good job, Avalon.
Thank
Yay.
Great
You're
job.
welcome.
So here we have the GRAPE is all merged, and the UTS is merged. It has always had a dash, except in the past. And I remember no dash. No dash has never existed.
No, there's never been a dash for me either.
Mm-mm.
Well, we need to keep going, Brian. We need to talk about the past, like our
Can you hold on?
grandparents past.
Okay. She says I'm going to do this one, then she'll do the next slide. Okay. But stranger, the cereal started out with an equal sign. Prior to finding this change in 2019, I had never seen an equal sign used in this way. Have you? Look at that, guys.
You might need to zoom in for them. It's a very small equal sign.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Grape equals nuts.
Yep.
No. It's nuts.
Yeah, this is nuts.
Grape
Oh, you're right. That's the dash.
Yeah. Nah, go ahead, Alan.
Now that we are all caught up, have you ever heard of Grape Nuts ice cream? Ew.
No.
Yes or no in the chat.
Man.
Yes or no in the
Yucky.
chat. Has anyone ever heard of Grape Nut ice cream?
That sounds like
I
that
want yucky.
stuff.
No.
Grape Nuts ice cream.
Philo
What's the
says
chat
grape
saying, Brian?
D's.
Okay.
Noise guru.
It's an equal sign, Eddie. It's an
Sophie
equal
Green
sign,
says
not a
no.
colon.
Dan Esmond says no.
Oh,
Top
Brian, what?
no.
Is there a hyphen?
Yeah, it is.
Is that actually?
No.
They are rectangles, not squares.
We got 34 people watching. See?
Has anybody ever had grape nuts?
Yes, they're very hard.
No.
Eddie Keene says, yeah. Jeff is rolling over here. He's rolling in laughter.
We actually had a sync. I wrote the
my
same
turn,
thing
right?
that somebody else wrote. Joy Guru.
Yeah. So Joy Cups. Hey Jeff, star that comment for me, will you?
I don't
Okay.
think you can.
Or just can you screenshot it?
I can
I'd
screenshot.
love to
Joy Cups are
laugh later
top
after the
selling
show.
cake cup.
All right, Joy Cups are the top selling cake cup ice cream cones in the United States. They recently put out their own list of top ice cream flavors by region. So Grape Nut is actually over there in the Northeast. If you live in the states of Pennsylvania, if you live in
New Jersey.
New Jersey, if you
and
live in
up,
New York, basically the Northeast, it's Grape Nut ice cream. That
including
is
you,
the top
Esther.
selling.
No way.
Brian, can you zoom up to the images on the top, to the white boxes on the end, and show Theresa?
There is a gluten-free box just for you, Theresa.
Wait, show me. Where?
On
Look
the
at
end,
the
the
top
white box.
right. They got a gluten-free just for you.
No way. Okay, I'm taking a screenshot of this. Hold on. There you go. Thank you. Yeah, I'm now gluten. What's it called, Sandy? What I have
She has gluten intolerance.
as of January, and I don't know if it's the Mandela effect or not.
I think it has a different reason that I can't say.
As of January, I now cannot have gluten or wheat, and it really sucks bad. I hate it.
All right, Avalon. This is kind of a long one, but can you do this one, Avalon? You can do it. You can do it.
Especially since.
Wait.
Yeah. I was more than a bit confused to see that grape nuts ice cream, a flavor I had ever heard of, was the favorite in my region.
Okay.
Especially since it has been claimed. Yeah. By
Jamaica.
which doesn't make sense either, since the
Recipe.
recipe was adventurous
Advertised.
to Americans throughout the 50s, 70s,
50s through the 70s.
in magazines. Again, never heard of it.
Yeah, good job, Avalon.
Good, Avalon. Good.
Very good.
Very good, Avalon. I have a strange question in the chat I don't understand. Noise Guru says, how do you feel about turquoise? In what way? The color, the stone?
I love turquoise.
They have Grape Nuts ice cream. I can't believe that. Okay, so this is my slide here. It's even sold in stores, but I've never seen a pint or half gallon of this stuff. And at least some ice cream parlors have it on their menu too.
It's okay,
With the equal
Noise Guru.
sign.
I like all pretty stones, but
Look at this.
I am partial to the sparkly ones. But I still like turquoise.
Again, the Grape Nuts ice cream. I'm going to have to look for this stuff now in the stores, Sandy. You think we'll be able to find it in the South?
I don't know.
All right.
Yeah, go down to Jamaica.
It's weird that they.
Okay, so Grape Nuts, dates, and Blue Moon make for regional ice cream favorites. Wow. That's crazy. I'm gonna have to go to Baskin Robbins and see if they have some of that Grape Nuts ice cream.
Hey, Brian.
I don't know.
Because they had 32 flavors. They'll have to have a 33rd flavor now.
Brian.
What?
Speaking of Baskin Robbins, because I have a gluten allergy now, they actually have a cotton candy ice cream. It's delicious, and it is gluten-free at Baskin Robbins, and it's the best. I had it a few weeks ago. Delicious. Cotton candy ice cream. Gluten-free. Baskin Robbins, the best. Just thought I'd mention that.
Okay. Avalon's been keeping track. I'm sorry. Avalon's been keeping track of who reads what, so I'm going to read this one. This second thing could taste amazing, but I don't think it does. This may be an ME, but info I didn't know because it is relatively new, first appearing in 2020. It's a Hoagie Fest.
Oh, that's just Wawa's Hoagie Fest. I'm just showing a hoagie.
Okay. So you do this one.
Philly is known for a lot of different foods, including the hoagie, which you may call a stub or grinder.
Good job, Avalon.
Yeah, great
Good job.
Avalon. Great job, Avalon. Yay.
So check this out. They have ice cream hoagies and
Oh.
other frozen treats you will have to try in Philly right now.
Ice cream hoagie.
An ice cream hoagie, it's perhaps the most Philadelphia way to enjoy a scoop. It premiered on the National Ice Cream Sandwich Day, which is August 2nd, guys. Mark that on your calendar because I love ice cream sandwiches. It sold out within 20 minutes, making a second go-round an obvious must. But here it is at the
Ice
bottom.
cream hoagie.
Yeah, but since 2020, you can now find hoagie Sundays in Philly. This could have been so good on a puff pastry, but no, it's on a hoagie roll. Ew.
Yeah, it was right.
Ew.
So probably not an ME, but it took 3 years for me to learn of their existence, which I do find a little odd as well.
Yes.
So ice cream hoagies, what do you think about that?
Yuck.
Now, I was thinking,
yucky.
At first I was thinking, okay, I've tried the Publix Long Johns. If you've ever had a Long John, it's a donut with like that cream on the inside. It's really good. And it kind of looks like a hot dog bun a little bit. So I don't know. That's what I was sort of thinking of for a second.
That's what I was too. And then I realized you're going to see pictures. It's a hoagie roll.
Yeah.
It's actually bread, just bread. Next slide will show you the pictures.
If it wasn't for it being a regular hoagie roll, if it was like a croissant, maybe I could go for it.
Not even a croissant. It would have to be like a puff pastry.
Look, what do you think about those, Avalon?
Or a donut or something.
Ice cream on a hoagie roll.
What's that?
Yeah.
That's like double and triple carbs right there.
Yeah, really, bread. Lots of sugar too. Lots of sugar.
All right. So we're through with that one. Hey, Sandy, you should have had a warning before watching that. You might be grossed out.
I hope not.
That's funny.
All right.
All right, who's reading next? Because I'm going to read the last one. That's why I'm reading the last one. Jeff, do you want to read this one, Esther?
I'll read it.
All right.
A classic TV comedian, actor, and singer has had a possible Mandela to his name and a series he started.
Actually, 2 series. I added a second series, though.
Wait a minute, really?
Yeah, really.
You mean?
Yeah, we'll wait. Just wait. There's questions. Lots of questions.
Okay.
Okay. Am I going on to the next slide?
Yeah. Ryan?
Yep.
It's not moving. There we go. Hey, Jeff.
Please spell from your memory the last name of this actor. Jim N. blank S.
I have a dual memory now because of all the residue. When I was collecting residue of other stuff, I kept seeing his name spelled a different way. I want the chat to answer first before you guys answer. But so I had the current memory of his last name, and then when I was looking for residue of something else related to him, I kept seeing it spelled a different way, and I'm like, you know what? I think I've seen it that way too. So now I have a dual memory. So I want to know what the chat remembers.
I'm spelling it either Nabors or Nabor.
I'm seeing it both ways in the chat now too.
I think it's spelled Nebors now or something.
I don't know.
That's the way it is in the chat for most people.
Wait, N-E?
What?
You said N-E?
Nabo.
How do you remember his name being spelled, Mom?
Nabors.
Yep.
Neighbors. Nabors.
Yeah,
And
that's
that's
what a lot
how.
of the chat has.
What do you remember,
With
Jeremy?
an A.
I remember neighbor like as in neighbor, like your next door neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I
That looks
remember
weird
it.
though.
And
Neighbor.
let's see, in the chat, Mandanimal would agree with you, and so would Go Kart Bob.
Agree with
Mandanimal changed it.
NA.
Andy Griffith and Gomer Pyle. Yeah, that's their actor
Those
names.
are two series, yes. Andy Griffith going Pyle.
All right, so we can go on. I have a dual memory on the last name now. I remember it both ways. Yeah, Brian. Jeremy. Jeff.
Who, me?
Yeah, I want you to look.
I'm honestly having a dual memory. I noticed many online spelling his name Neighbors,
No way.
Neightbors, but it's always
No.
been Nabors, which does
Right.
look a little off to me. Does Neighbors look right to you?
Did it away a
Yes.
couple years ago or something?
How
We're
do
going
you
to get to
remember
that,
his
Brian.
spelling?
Brian, just when we're talking about something, just don't ask any questions. It's coming up.
That's how I spell.
No, it seemed like I've seen.
Yeah, but I'm
Not
innocently
with any
talking about it, Brian, and
IGDOS.
it's
No.
important not to talk
That's
about
not.
it. Just
Oh,
leave it alone.
Sandy's got her. Hey, Sandy's got her whip out. Better watch out, guys.
Yes. This is a lot of work here, okay? I do not need you ruining the work.
I know. I think I'm getting a download because I now I'm remembering Nabors.
Well, like I said, after seeing all that residue, I started having a dual memory. I remembered Nabors. And then when I was looking for residue of the other questions I was going to ask first, I started seeing neighbors like next door neighbors, and it looked right too. And I started seeing it in places where, you know, it's credible residue. So this is the current reality. A lot of you remember this. I do as well. But oh wait, check out the merging on. Oh, you're already gone. Top right hand corner, the Jim Neighbors show. Look at that. You barely read it.
That Neighbors doesn't look good. NEIGH.
I don't think the ABROS looks right now.
Hmm. Well, how else would it be?
Like
Nay,
this.
NA,
Like
and
it, like your
board.
neighbor. Like your neighbor.
Yeah, that's what I. Plus, the way his
No.
name is actually spelled makes him come off more like Nabors.
Yep.
Well, could be Nay.
Like I just. That's the way I've always spelled it.
We're looking at residue here for neighbors, the way like your next door neighbor is being spelled.
Yep.
Mm-mm. Do you remember that?
I remember both now. They both look right to me.
Oh, crap. Right in the back. Got it?
Okay.
Next question. Go ahead, Jeff.
Now for the TV show. This one I am 100% on. This one bothers me because there's no way it was like this. What was the name of this TV series? Hint, Gomer.
So before the panel answers, I want the answer in the chat. What do you remember? What is the name of this TV series? Brian, can you please get the answers from the chat?
Oh, wait. So, what was the name of that? No, but what was the
Okay,
name of
we're
the
getting
series?
Dan Esmond says Gomer Pyle.
No.
Lord Frybread says Pyle. High Pocket says Gomer Pyle U.S.M.C. Okay, apparently a lot of you guys may be looking this up. Some of you are saying Gomer Pyle U.S.M.C.
Or they have the current memory, Brian. It's okay. If they
Very
do.
That's
possible.
what I remember. Gomer Pyle, U.S.M.C.
For me, it was always Gomer Pyle.
Me too.
Me too.
Yeah, me too.
Me
Theresa?
too.
Yep. We believe you, General Sorrow. That's why I'm standing up for you guys. You just probably have current memory. It's all good.
It's okay if you have current memory. That's fine.
It was
It's
never
cur-
USMC for me. Ever, ever, ever,
And
ever, ever.
mine was never U.S.M.C. either. It was never that.
Gomer Pyle, U.S.M.C. That's what it has always been now.
Anita, what does Tom remember?
U.S.M.C.
Yes.
Not me.
So here's current reality. I do have residue.
Huh.
And this is where I started seeing a lot of the neighbors, by the way. Spelled like my next door neighbor.
Mm.
Was looking for residue of this.
Yeah, P-Y-L-E Pyle.
It's interesting how the Gomer Pyle game is without the USMC.
Also, what's interesting is on the pocket, go back, Brian. There's a green box around the pocket because now the USMC is on his pocket, and there was never anything on his pockets for me. And now USMC and the emblem, the Marine Corps emblem is underneath of it. That's residue. There's nothing there.
You know, back when I was in the Army, some of the guys that I worked with said I looked like Gomer Pyle.
No way.
I don't see it.
No.
Brian.
What?
Golly.
Golly gosh.
All right, we're gonna just stop right there.
Golly.
Again, you're getting very close to part of my presentation. So here we go. We also have more Jim Nabors here, but I left it till now because above it has Gomer Pyle USMC.
Now,
So I put it here.
It's very possible, Sandy, that it's very possible with this Jim Nabors thing. It could have shifted sometime in the 90s, maybe. I don't know.
We all shift at different times, Brian, too.
I know everybody shifts at different times.
Oh.
Time to clock out.
Yep, time to clock out. But I'm telling him he's got to do it.
Gomer Pyle.
Mm-hmm.
That's USMC. Hello?
Jeff?
Possible bonus MEs. This could be a show I missed. It was released the year I was born, September 1976. I was just a month old, so it's very possible that this is not a Mandela effect.
Mm-hmm.
Yes or no? Have you ever seen or heard of The Lost Saucer?
Yes or no in the chat. Have you ever heard of this TV series, The Lost Saucer?
No way.
And check out the merging. That's going to be on the next slide.
Lost in Space.
Yes.
Brian,
that was Lost in Space.
Do you want to go to the next slide while they're answering? It's showing you the merging.
Yeah, there's like 3 no's so far.
But the next slide will show the merging while they're answering. Yeah.
The Lost Saucer.
And the logo.
Yeah, it does look like Lost Sauce.
They've got the ER.
Lost in the sauce.
The H and the E is one letter.
Wait, Theresa, don't you always hit the sauce?
Brian, don't go there. You know I don't drink alcohol.
From the Godfather skit.
Yeah, from the Godfather show.
I don't drink alcohol.
I know, Theresa. We joke around about that. We know we love you.
Philo is asking, are we all sauced up here? I think
you know
none
we
of us
love
are.
No.
All right, so go on, Jeff.
Sid and Marty Crofts, now Crofts with two F's, The Lost Saucer, starred Jim Nabors and aired Saturday mornings. Is this a new reality show or just a show lost to time?
So it starred Jim Nabors and Ruth Buzzy.
Ruth Buzzy was in it?
Wow.
Never heard of this.
Me either.
This is like something that came from another world, like another dimension.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. Yes.
Mm.
Does anyone remember this show? Anyone?
You remember this Lost Saucer show?
Anyone in the chat?
Tom says no.
Damien said it was only one season in 75, but don't recall it at all. But I was only 7 when it aired.
Can we go on?
Mm-hmm. So here's some images of the weird show.
That one there, the picture on the left, looks like, kind of reminds me of the Gravitron.
Oh, by the way, they also sold dolls of the characters for the one season show that we've never heard of.
Where are they? How come I've never seen them? And I'm an avid action figure collector. You would think this would be something that I would have seen once.
Doesn't that remind you of Lost in Space, guys, in a way?
Yes.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. And this is Jim
It's like
Nabors.
A little bit of Lost in Space mixed with Mork and Mindy, kind of.
Yeah.
Mm.
But
they're
those
like
action
half robots.
Figures, the toys that they're showing there, you
What
think
decade did Jim Nabors pass away?
This is nuts.
That's what Sandy, I was totally bringing up the fact that he passed away.
I know. That's why I said to stop.
Oh, that's why you told me. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Jeff.
Finally, I have a simple question. In what decade did Jim Nabors pass away?
Number 1, 1980s. Number 2, 1990s. Number 3, 2000s. Number 4, 2010s.
All right, I will withhold my answer until I hear from the chat, but I already got mine locked in, and it's my final answer.
Jeopardy.
Okay, we got Go-Kart Bob says 2000. So Cobb CEO says 2, whichever 2 is the 1990s.
High Pocket says 2.
Mandela says 2. So some of you guys are saying 1990s. Sophia Green says 80s. Dan Esmond says both 1980s and 2010s. That's funny. He died twice. The 2010 because he sang Back Home Again in Indian at the Indy 500 until about 10 years ago. Okay, it's okay. Some of you guys don't know. That's fine. My answer is the 2010s.
That's mine too. No, number 4.
Mine is I would have to go with the early 2000s.
The answer is in fact D. Well, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm going to say that what I'm about to show you is going to parallel what the chat and panel has said. So go on, Brian. Or Jeff, sorry.
The answer is D, 2017. I had no idea when he passed away, but while searching for residue, I found a non-Mandela Twitter thread where people remember him dying much earlier.
Read the tweet as well. If you can't, I'll read it. I don't know how small
I can.
it is for you.
I can zoom in.
So sad to hear about the passing of Jim Nabors. Although, to be honest, I thought he died in 1996 or 86. God bless you, kind sir. I had no idea when he passed away, but while searching for residue... Oh, wait. Did I read that already?
No, you didn't.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, I found a non-Mandela Twitter thread where people remember him dying much earlier.
Oh, I did. Yeah, you did. You're right. Sorry. Anita was right.
Mm.
Go ahead.
Oh, he died from hepatitis B?
All right.
Wow.
Even stranger, they all remember different years and decades. Is his death a possible Mandela for you? Glad I'm not the only one that was surprised he was still alive. Not appropriate for show.
Hmm.
Honorary Marine. Good enough for this Marine. Thank goodness I was the only one, wasn't or was the only one who thought that.
I think they meant wasn't, though.
Yeah, I think so too.
3 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
3 years ago. Me too. Thought he passed 3 years ago. But it's been all over social media today. Very sad indeed.
2017
Yeah,
is crazy.
that's the bad part about social media is because there's no way to hoax check anything, you know?
Mm.
Wait, he's been alive this whole time? What the hell? I thought he died in 2016.
Jeez.
Thought he was already dead too. LOL.
Bless his heart and his.
No, he was.
But I also thought he passed away at least 10 years ago.
Yeah. All over the place, in other words. And these are non-Mandela effect people, just a random thread.
Can I do a reading?
Hey, Jeff.
Do you think it's possible for something random like these Mandela effects to be affected simply because they have a link to an older Mandela effect?
Oh, yeah. He always said Shazam.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, I didn't realize he said Shazam a lot.
Oh, you're going to hear it.
Yeah.
Personally, I do. I believe this became... Okay.
Mandela because of one. Go ahead.
Mandela because of one of his taglines, Shazam. Sound familiar?
Mm-hmm.
Gomer upset Sergeant Carter. Oh, I'll never forget that episode.
Pyle?
Shazam!
Pyle?
Shazam!
Pyle?
Shazam!
Pyle?
Shazam! 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 Shazam!
And he said it a lot, too. So much that The Simpsons parodied it. Yet another Mandela link. Here's a small sampling across the early seasons.
Yes, and again, sorry, folks, it plays automatically when I change over.
It's okay.
I'm going to say that every time I lose a pound. Shazam.
So what do we think? Are these Mandela effects for you? Do you believe something as simple as a word could boost the changes or chances that something will be affected in the future? Let me know in the chat comments below.
All right, now we're going to get to the reason why this whole show got postponed. It's this folder coming up. There's a lot of video. Each slide took like 20 minutes per slide. It was horrible.
Is there some parts that my mom can read or Esther? Do they want to divide it up maybe?
Yeah, we can divide it up. It's a long folder.
How long?
Theresa, are you going to stay for the Big Bang? Theresa, you going to stay for the Big Bang here?
I'm trying, Brian.
I know. You got to stay for the grand finale.
All right.
I had some coffee.
You know what, guys? I put all this work together. I'm not going to read. Jeremy, Esther, Anita, you guys split it up. Like when you get to a question, pass off to the next person.
Okay, Jeremy, you
Okay.
want to start?
Where's Jeremy?
Hebrew.
Hebrew.
Did he fall asleep?
All right, Anita, you can start.
Okay. In 2021, Theresa Lynch discovered a new type of firework in our reality. Should I read?
Yep. You don't have to read the
Daytime
top.
smoke fireworks were invented in 2011 and first displayed in 2012. Where? I never heard of that.
Exactly. They've been around for a decade. I've never seen them in my life.
That freaked me, Sandy. That freaked me out when I found that. I'm like, no way, no way.
They were invented in the United Arab Emirates, and they were displayed there for the first time in 2012. But they're used in firework displays, even in Disney. I'm gonna have a picture of the castle shooting them off, and I've never seen them before. Go ahead, Anita.
Okay. There are many different ways smoke fireworks can be used, including with or without traditional fireworks. Using traditional fireworks can create different shapes and patterns.
Okay.
So again, it's muted because there was background music or something, so I muted it.
That's crazy.
UFO.
It didn't come here. How come it didn't come here in the United States, though?
They are in the United States.
That was true.
They are in the United States.
I can
I
see
never
why.
saw them here in the daytime.
Yeah, you would think that we would have seen it. That's how the Mandela effect works.
I can see why this took a while to put together, Sandy. That's a lot of clips.
Yeah, I know, and there's a lot more to come.
Have you ever seen these before? Well, we have known about them for 2 years now. Since Theresa found them in 2021, I have yet to see these in person. That's what I said. That's crazy.
How do you see all that during the day?
It's the fireworks are all colored powder.
That's weird, man.
Yeah.
If we had something like that, you'd think we would have that for us to buy for the public, so we could have something to do during the day during our 4th of July parties.
That's right.
Yeah.
Over a pool or something.
Yeah.
I'd say that a big reason that they're probably not sold to the public is because of the smoke. People would do them like near like roadways and stuff like that, and make it where car drivers and stuff would be able to see. So
True.
that would have to be more of a commercial thing, because just like there's A, B, and C class fireworks, the safety of public would be at risk if there was. Because my dad used to do fireworks, and we used to have to take breaks because the smoke would get so bad that we had to literally let it clear before we could continue. So I could see where they wouldn't do that, but I've seen this type of fireworks before, not in person, but that would be the.
But over Disney?
Yeah.
I haven't been to Disneyland in forever. Disney World. Cherry bombs, yeah, kind of look like cherry bombs.
Do I continue?
They're smoke bombs.
Esther, do you want to do this next one? This here?
Go ahead.
I'm having a hard time keeping my eyes open at this point. I've already fallen asleep like 3 times.
Let me continue.
Is Jeremy back? Does he want to read one? All right, go ahead, Anina.
Okay. It's now 2023, and there are new types of fireworks that I've never seen or heard of before that I want to share. They're new to me, but new to this reality. One type has been around for centuries, just in a more rudimentary form.
That should say not new to this reality. So they're new to me, but not new to this reality.
Yeah. Have you ever seen a drone light show or drone fireworks before? Yeah, they're just coming out with that now.
Well,
That
this
sounds like
video.
something. That's something. That sounds like something straight out of what Mysterio would do in Spider-Man.
This video was almost
Yes.
7 years ago.
Yeah, I
So
know
are
they've
those
been talking
are
about
those
drone
lights all
fireworks.
drones? Are those individual drones?
Yes, they are.
Wow.
Has anyone ever seen drone light shows
No.
before?
Never.
I haven't seen them in person, but I've been seeing them on Facebook and stuff. People are sharing those.
These
I don't
are
know how far
similar
back
to
they go.
lasers. Mm. Smiley faces,
These are
hearts,
fireworks.
hearts. Have you ever seen shapes in fireworks before? Yes,
So this is a yes
approximately
or no
what
question,
year?
Brian.
Yes or no,
Yeah.
guys? Have you ever seen shapes in fireworks before? If yes, what
Yes.
year did they appear in your reality?
So
Bird
panel.
shapes.
2003, 2004? No. Yes, many
We did
times.
rings. Remember rings?
Dan Esmond says yes many times.
Yeah.
The only time I've seen shapes in fireworks is when like from Super Mario Brothers or something like that.
I don't know.
Maybe
Philly must not be
2010.
buying the cool
I think it
fireworks.
was
I've never seen this before.
Not those shapes.
Desert Flower says shapes. No.
Mm.
Hypocrisy is yes. I've seen hearts about 7, 8 years ago. Now are we talking that like fireworks that explode into smiley faces and all that?
Yeah, you're gonna see a video, but
Now I know I've seen fireworks that explode in the shapes of like palm trees and stuff.
oh, there you are. We've been asking you to
Yeah.
read.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Palm
I
trees
had,
and UFOs. Oh,
I
what
had to
was the one
disappear
that my dad had?
for
Really cool.
Smiley faces. Those are firework displays.
So you guys have seen fireworks like this, because I have not.
I think I've seen something like this in a video, a couple YouTube
Is it
videos.
Oh
buffering?
gosh, did you say they had a Mickey Mouse one?
Mm-hmm.
Now I hadn't seen the upside down
Yeah, that
cat.
was.
I have not seen the upside down cat. It's
There's a
usually
Mickey Mouse
just
one right there.
yeah, but it's just your usual typical round spherical shaped ones that you
What
see.
I thought. Like a Saturn shape.
I guess we'll have to be on the lookout tomorrow, Ma, when we see the fireworks show at the pool.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
I'm
the
just showing you
UFOs.
fireworks for you guys to read now. This is just random fireworks till you read it.
Sidewinders.
Jeremy, do you want to read this one?
I mean, I can. What the I have seen single line firework circles before, both alone and sometimes creating a signature shape around
Saturn.
the pattern around a standard spear firework. but I have never seen bows, hearts, stars, smiley faces, frog faces, cat faces, mouse faces, or human faces before. Have you?
No, this is totally alien to me.
It was first used in
See?
1992 at the White House.
Hearts.
Really?
Really, I've never remember seen them before.
Now I have seen stuff like I've never been to Disney World, but I've seen like videos of Disney World fireworks, and they have like Mickey Mouse shaped fireworks and like
And
Goofy.
guess what? I used to go to Disney for 2 weeks every single year. I've never seen this stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Really.
Huh.
I went to grad night and I've never seen this stuff. I mean, most of us went to grad night at Disney.
Yeah. Not like that.
So
No hearts.
the crazy part is these fireworks have been used since the 1990s. They're also pretty simple for firework makers to create. So why is it that this easy to make so-called firework has been missing in my reality for 30 years?
Especially now that, you've seen videos of them at Disney, and I've been to Disney and have not seen them.
Now this next one is dragon fireworks. Check this out. Supposedly these types of fireworks are rare, but they do exist. Has anyone ever seen these before? I found very little information online about them, but you notice how they like curve down, then they curve back up. It's almost like you're watching, jet planes flying in the air in formation. That's what it looks like to me.
Almost looks like they CGI'd it.
Yeah, exactly.
Look like a dragon kind of flying.
Yeah, but there's dragon. You're going to see boxes of
How
dragon
does that-
fireworks everywhere.
How does physics even allow this to even happen, though?
I
don't
have no
know.
idea.
Like,
The only reason why I included it is because, again, there's boxes of dragon fireworks. Now
There's,
look at this.
We're talking about Japanese ghost shell fireworks. Have you ever seen or heard of the color and shape changing from a single shell? The earliest video I could find was in 2016, so we are going with that. Look at that, how it changes shapes. Look at that.
Oh yeah, I love those ones.
Have you seen those before, Esther?
Oh yeah,
I have not.
I've never seen them in my
I
life.
love those. Those are one of my favorites.
No, I've never seen it where they just change colors all rapidly. Like,
And light patterns and shapes.
no, I mean
That's
it looks
why I
like
always say that I watch fireworks now and they're so boring because my dad had the coolest light display ever.
This is a 3-minute video. I'm just letting you know because there's a lot of different types I wanted to show you guys. In the chat, have you ever seen fireworks do this before? These are new to me.
I like that one. That one looks pretty cool.
There's all different types. Give it a minute.
I remember the circles. I do remember those circles.
My personal favorites, Sandy, are those bees. You guys know what I'm talking about? Where you light them up and they scream like.
Yeah, my dad loved those.
And the Saturn missiles are my favorite too. I like those Saturn missiles,
That's my brother's favorite.
especially when you get the big pack of like 500 of them or whatever. They just keep going off.
I love the palm trees. My dad had
Sorry, was
one
I
that was
supposed to keep going with that?
typhoon. where it
Yes,
looked
Brian,
like a
there's
smooth
different
typhoon.
ones. That's why it's this long.
Dad had one. There's
See,
cyclone. That's what it was called.
You know,
That
this
was
is
pretty cool.
seeing all this now. Sandy's going to make me more vigilant tomorrow when we see the fireworks.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be looking out for these.
It's going like a loop now.
just imagine if they had like pornographic fireworks where they could make body shapes.
Oh, jeez.
Looks like it's going in a loop now.
No, it goes to the end. It's just that there's a lot of the same fireworks in between the rarer fireworks, and that's why I kept it going.
Yeah, I've done that. My dad had that one.
At minimum, these fireworks have been used for nearly a decade. I've never seen anything like these before. Have you guys?
Oh, that's
No.
Oh, what's the new one?
But see, the thing is, for me, like you got to be playing the music on the radio,
Mm.
like like that song. What is that song? Everywhere around the world, be coming to America. You know, songs like that you got to hear while you're watching these.
I just like watching them without them.
I like the music in the background.
Yeah.
These are ghost fireworks because the initial firework holds invisible ones inside, which explode seconds after the previous one, which gives it an animated effect with both shapes and colors changing. Is this new for you? That's
Yep.
insane.
Looks like the palm trees or the cyclone. Those things
I
are cool.
mean, how on earth do they do that?
It's the way that they
Seth, come here.
Some of the
Seth, have you ever seen fireworks that do this? Look, come here. They change shape and color from a single shell. They're called ghost fireworks. Look at this.
Yeah, I've seen photos of that.
You've seen the ghost fireworks?
Yeah.
They change color and like that.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen that. I've seen that part where they change. Like I don't look. They're changing shape and color.
Oh yeah, they have they're programmable.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So.
What happened there?
Oh, jeez. Okay, I know this seems random, but it's not. But before I go any further, I have to ask, which logo do you remember?
So top or bottom?
I don't remember this.
I think it was the top one, Sandy, for me.
Okay. Chat, what do you remember? Top or bottom logo?
I remember the top.
This was a show?
Yeah, it was on Nickelodeon.
Oh, really?
Eye Pocket says top.
I remember Mr. Wizard.
Yeah, I don't remember Mr. Wizard's World. It was Mr. Wizard.
Yeah.
I remember Mr. Wizard too, but I also remember Mr. Wizard's World. I remember both.
Really?
No, it was Mr. Wizard. Mom, what do you remember?
What's the difference between 1 and 2? I don't see a difference.
The Z. Look at the Z.
Oh, the Z.
Oh, yeah, the Z.
I'm guessing the top then. Because the other one's too weird look.
I don't know.
See, that's why I was all confused because I always just thought it was just Mr. Wizard.
That's what I'm remembering, Sandy. Mr. Wizard.
Like I said, I remember it both ways. They called him Mr. Wizard for me, but it was Mr. Wizard's World for the intro.
Hang on a second. So you didn't answer the question. Which one is it? Which logo?
Well, you're going to see it when we get to that. Again, I said it seems random, but it's not. We'll get there.
Okay, yes or no? Have you heard of steel wool fireworks?
So yes or no in the chat. Have you heard of steel wool fireworks?
No, but I heard you can light up steel wool and it has some kind of effect.
Well, we're going to get to that too, so just wait. I'm asking if people have heard of steel wool fireworks, though.
I'm saying no.
Eye Pocket says no.
Sophia remembers 2 Z's in Wizard.
Chris McGarvey says no.
And also just Mr. Wizard. High Pocket says no. General Sorrow says not really. Noise Guru says yes because I like fire.
Dan Esmond says I used to burn steel wool as a kid.
Burning steel wool is a little different, but yes, it is the same. It's the same but different. Okay, so now we're going to watch steel wool burn.
What does it look like to you, Lally? fireworks.
Yes.
It
Why?
does. Well, because it's all glowing and everything,
Yeah,
and
glowing.
it's going
Or they look
upwards.
like fireflies, glowworms, or something.
The logo, I remember number
Nope.
1, the top. It's always been number 2, the bottom.
That's weird. I've never seen or heard of these before, but I should have. I love the show, Mr. Wizard. Yeah, look, you even quoted it, the show, Mr. Wizard.
And I know, and I told you I remember it both ways. That's why I wrote Mr. Wizard, because the logo of Mr. Wizard's World was on the screen.
Okay, and while the episode didn't make much current day fireworks, the experiment did teach about how it burns. So ancient people in Asia and Polynesian islands used steel wool for early fireworks, not what we think of fireworks today, but how the modern version came about is less clear. So, while steel wool fireworks were recorded here as early as the 1920s, it seems to be that spinning the steel wool began in the 1990s. And again, 30 plus years, I've never seen this before. So it says at the top here, I guess this is a Wikipedia entry. The exact origin of steel wool photography is not clear.
That's
But
photography. We're going to get to that later. Go next.
yeah, it's believed to have originated in the Western world in the 1990s.
The photography, not the fireworks.
Okay, this technique involves lighting a bundle of fine-grade steel wool on fire and spinning around on a wire or string while taking a long exposure photograph with a camera. The sparks created by the burning steel wool create a mesmerizing pattern of light that can be captured in the photograph. You know,
Right,
that
but
reminds me
we're
of
going
right
to
there.
talk about that, so you can just go on to that.
Hey, that
section.
reminds me of Doctor Strange right there.
Oh yeah, where he does the
Where he makes a portal.
yeah.
Yeah, well, the photography is going to be even more so. Go to the next slide.
Oh, wow.
So the process involves getting folded steel wool, unfolding it, and attaching it to a long chain, and spinning the flaming embers around. Sounds safe, right? Theoretically, you could add minerals to the wool and change the colors, but I can't find a single video of anyone doing this unless the color has been added in the editing process.
So what you're
That looks
seeing here
really cool.
is an edited video. They changed the color when they edited it.
Oh, okay.
So
I was going to say I would love to try this, but if they edited it to change that color, then never mind.
It kind of looks like you're going through a wormhole.
But wait, there is a way to add color. We're going to see it coming up. Go ahead, Brian.
I was going to say it looks like we're traveling through sliders, like in that show Sliders.
It's going to get better as we go along. Just keep going.
Okay. Have you ever heard or seen of this before? 30 years is a long time not show this form of fireworks exists, but there's one more thing about these that are making me believe this is a Mandela effect. So the swirling steel wool sparkler, talking about DIY fireworks from the 1920s. It was a July 1925 issue of Science and Invention magazine.
So they were spinning it just like that in the 1920s. It's been around for 100 years. I've never seen this before.
Yeah, many people do this because of the amazing photos spinning fireworks create. There's the photography. Now, whether used alone or with LED balls or string lights to add color, the effect it creates is what I'm calling a black hole or portal photos. So yeah, the long exposures. Do you know how to do that, Sandy, with like After Effects or whatever?
No, with my camera, I know how to do that.
Oh man, this would be cool to try though, guys. I think I'm going to go out tomorrow night and try this.
Well, how they say don't try this at home. Are you? I don't ever take that advice.
Okay, well, if you want to make it safer, you can just do it with the lights and not the burning embers of flame.
True, but what fun is that?
Okay, just want to say.
Yeah.
If it's not dangerous, what fun is it? Just saying.
Okay.
You know.
Sandy, can you do that with a standard like Android phone?
I don't know. I'm talking about my DSLR. I have a DSLR camera,
Oh, okay, okay.
Just a disclaimer
an
on
old
Brian's channel.
DSLR.
We are not telling you to go do this.
No. Please don't
No.
do
It's
this,
gonna
guys,
be dangerous.
unless you know the risks involved.
Just
Um,
because, family
have your
friendly
fire
people.
extinguisher handy, or
Yes.
at least a bucket of water. Anyway, I've never seen anything like this, despite taking photography courses and getting married in the early 2000s. Now, apparently, this photo technique is popular among wedding photographers.
Again, I'm calling it black hole photography because that's what it looks like. It looks like a fiery black hole.
You remember that song, right? Black hole sun, won't you come?
Yep, it's like black hole sun right there at the
Yeah.
top. Yeah. Again, the technique has been used since the 1990s, so I truly believe this is an art form from a different reality. Another technique is to spin the wool in a tunnel or like in a cave to create a web-like pattern that matches the cave or tunnel shape. That look at that right there.
Well, when you see the photography, you'll see it even better.
Yeah, make
On
sure
the
you
next
got
slide.
the
I'll tell you, this may be a Mandela effect, but it sure does look cool.
Yes.
Yeah, I've never heard of
So
that
you
before.
see what I mean? How it looks like a web inside the opening?
I see
In the
that.
shape of the opening?
Another technique is to spin the wool in a tunnel or cave to create a web-like pattern that matches the cave or tunnel shape. That was the same thing as on the previous. All right. Supposedly, people can safely walk under the embers raining down with an umbrella too.
Supposedly.
I like
Cannot
that picture.
verify.
Look at the one in there in the bottom right. I love that picture. I want that in a painting.
That's cool.
But I will say the one on the bottom right, you can see the flames on top of the umbrella.
It almost looks like a guy fighting his way into. Look over here at the left, all the way to the bottom left. Almost looks like a guy trying to fight his way through a firework shower, like a portal.
Yeah. Hey, check out that bottom left one.
Oh wow.
That I believe is photo edited. I don't know how they would make the ripples.
Maybe it had somebody with a bad shake.
Because then you risk it hitting you.
Oh.
That's terrifying.
Well, guys, I'm way too tired. I'm gonna have to go to bed.
Okay.
My eyeballs are hurting.
You almost made it. We're at the very end.
We're at the
Good
very
job,
end,
Esther. Yeah, but she's tired. It's okay.
All right. Good night,
Yeah,
Esther.
we have been like 7
Happy
hours.
4th of July to you guys on the East Coast.
Happy 4th of July, Esther.
Yes, happy 4th of July. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right.
Bye.
Good night. Hopefully everybody stays safe tomorrow. We don't want to have to call out the fire departments or anybody.
Yes, please do not do this at home.
Yeah,
Like a lot of these people were doing it on beaches, like at the ocean edge.
Yeah.
In places where it's all concrete.
And besides, I would not attempt to do this with a standard cigarette lighter. I would use one of those.
My
one of
grandpa
those.
used to do that.
Yeah, get a stick lighter if you're going to do this stuff, because you will burn your finger off. If don't use a regular standard lighter. Use a stick lighter.
But please just don't do it. Just don't do it.
You should have the added disclaimer on there that just because Hebrew says it, Hebrew's kind of crazy. So,
Well, listen. I think 4th of July is definitely a holiday for pyromaniacs or people that just be careful out there is all we're saying. That's all. Are any of these fireworks new to your reality? Do you believe these could be Mandela effects, either their existence or the time period they were created? It's all a yes for me, and I agree with you, Sandy, there.
Yep, me too.
Yeah, some things just keep popping up in our reality, and a lot of it's good, some of it's bad. We just have to take the good with the bad. You know what I mean? Or the bad with the good in this case.
And some of it just makes us scratch our head. It's not bad. It's not good. It doesn't even make sense that it changed, but it did.
Any
Just
closing
go with it.
comments? Any closing comments, you guys? Teresa, you out?
I'm saying.
You made the whole show, Teresa. Good job.
Great job, Teresa.
And good job to Avalon.
I'll tell her you said that, Sandy.
Are we about over, guys?
We are over.
We are.
Oh my God.
I'm waiting
It's been
for
a
the
real
2 hours and 22 mark because then it makes it sound better for the time.
It's more official, Brian.
Yes.
222.
We got less than a minute.
Okay, then we can all say goodnight.
Well, actually, we should say goodnight if you have an outro, Brian.
I do.
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
the outro.
Do
Good
the
night,
outro.
guys.
I will say this. I do appreciate you guys having me on, and it has been a fun
Thanks,
night.
Jeremy.
I will say that. Yes.
Thank you,
Hebrew.
Jeremy, for coming on, Hebrew.
Hebrew.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Teresa?
Have a great night, everyone, and God bless. Happy 4th of July. Happy Independence Day.
Happy 4th of July, everyone.
Happy 4th of July, everybody.
Happy 4th of July.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the bell.